Now I invite Gauhar and Raza. और नहीं पूछ सकते, वहाँ से पूछ सकते हैं यहाँ।
जैसे आप
अब जैसे जैसे
I face the masses problem.
हाँ?
I face the masses.
बिल्कुल बिल्कुल।
About 200 years ago, Mir commented that ये सांस भी आहिस्ता के नाजुक है बहुत काम आफाक की इस कार गए शीशा गरी का. And I think this has been repeatedly established by the book that Hasan Saab has written. But he doesn't stop here. He doesn't only say that the entire cosmos is interconnected and it is fragile, but he paints a much larger canvas. And on this canvas, the interconnections of various organizations, how American imperialism has behaved, and how the humanity itself has trampled upon the fragile model that the cosmos has presented to us and given to us, or gifted to us. And he comes back to India also repeatedly. So see a movement to farmers' movement to the imperial conspiracy against humanity. All these interconnectedness have been presented in the book. And I was very happy that all this material was and data he very meticulously collected and placed them in Marxist-Leninist framework. You are absolutely right that we are accused of ignoring certain issues which others have raised. But no, all the data probably on any issue can be placed in Marxist-Leninist framework, and then we can probably understand more fully the interconnectedness. Because the conspiracy by the imperialists has always been that disconnect things, present them in a confused state, and therefore confuse the masses all over the world. But this data anybody could have connected. What attracted me to the book was the part how violence drives it. So climate chaos, obviously it's a very attractive title, but how violence drives it is the most important part of it, in my opinion. And therefore I thank you that you wrote the book. I read it with a lot of interest, and it addresses my long-term complaint that most of the groups across the world have tried to hide the interconnectedness between the violence of any kind with the climate chaos. This has been a major conspiracy in my opinion. And the reason probably, when I try to understand, that out of about 24 major conferences that have happened after 1974, only 6 of them mention war somewhere. And how do they mention it? They mention it by saying that the impact of war on climate should be minimized, which means war as an instrument of resolving conflicts is acceptable. Therefore, the problem is that war itself is not rejected by the imperialist forces. And once you don't reject war as an instrument or a way of resolving conflicts, then things will continue as they are. But why? Why is this conspiracy against the public or the human beings or human race? In my opinion, when we will rise together, humanity will rise together and say no war. No war, and any war is not just war. We will not accept any war on the planet. I think that the biggest, as per book also, and we know, the biggest culprit is US imperialism, which controls about 43% to 50% somewhere the market. And therefore, they keep on driving wars. And this is the only country which has never ever after Second World War has stopped fighting wars in one or the other part of the globe. Not one day. In about 200 odd years of history of United States, there are only 16 years when it has not been fighting. Right? So after Second World War, there is no other example of any country anywhere which has continuously fought wars, one after the other, right from Korean War to Vietnam War to, you name anybody and they are there. They have 800 military bases in 80 countries. In such a situation, this book should be read, distributed, especially those who are working in the area of environment and climate chaos, as you call it. They must read this book, and I think it should be translated into other languages as well. Thank you.